What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. But if you are new, I would highly appreciate if you would subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it. So today I have a treat for y'all. I have a story time of one of the worst clients ever. Oh my gosh. Well, they were almost a client, but I'll elaborate later. But let me know how you guys feel about these type of videos, if you would like for me to continue them. But here are the nails that we are going to be working on today, and I hope you guys enjoy the process. Let's go. I won't be doing much commentating on the nails or the items that I'm going to be using for it, but they will pop up on the screen if you guys are interested. Everything will also be listed in the description. But this story takes place back in 2022 when I was taking clients. For all of y'all that know me personally, you know that I no longer take clients. I took appointments very briefly, but that's besides the point. One day I got a DM on Instagram from this one girl, and we're gonna nickname her Mischief because what I'm gonna tell y'all are gonna think that is a very fitting name for her. But anyways, she messaged me, please tell me that you still taking appointments. And I was like, yeah, girl. So I ended up sending her my booking site, right? And I told her to read the policy in full and everything. And she ended up sending me nails that she wanted to get. So I was like, okay, bet. So I'm thinking everything's good, everything's Gucci, everything's cool. And if you do not read the policy and abide by it, you do not have an appointment. Also, in order to secure your appointment with me, you had to pay a $20 deposit. Now, some people were acting all funny, like this was a problem, because initially when I started doing nails, I never charged a deposit, but I would consistently run into the issue of people playing with my time, my money, my skill, my talent, you know, the list goes on. But anyways, I would travel 30 minutes to the shop that I was working at the time, just for a lot of people to like stand me up, not show up, not communicate with me prior to their appointment, and I wouldn't have any type of compensation for me driving all the way to the other side of town just for them to not even show up to their appointment. So I cut that out real quick. But back to the story, I said that to say this. The girl Mischief, which I feel like is a very fitting name for her, told me that she didn't have a bank account or card in order to pay the deposit on the booking site. And I'm just like, oh girl, why? And guys, you won't believe what she told me why she didn't have any bank accounts. So she said, she sent me a voice message, and she said in the voice message that she was a whole freaking scammer. Yeah, I should have took that as my red flag number one, but unfortunately, the story continues. At this point of our interaction, I was really debating, like, Dani, do you really want to do this to yourself? Do you really want the potential of this girl not showing up, scamming you, not giving you money? But you know what I did? Stupidly, I was like, oh girl, that's fine. That is okay. So y'all can go ahead and slap me through the screen now if you really want to. I know I want to slap myself. But the story goes on. So Mischief goes ahead and books her appointment on my booking site after I told her what to put down to book the appointment for the little nail design that she wanted, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I got the confirmation. She said, bet. I'm so excited to finally have a raw nail tech. And I'm over here like, you know what? Maybe she's not as bad as her illegal occupation is. Maybe she's not. So I told her how much it's going to be. And I said, it's $85 for the entire service. I charge a $20 deposit that goes towards the total. So she said, okay, bet. See you Friday. And I was like, okay, girl, see you Friday. So she told me that she would pay me in person, or she would try to find a way to get the deposit to me, but the deposit never came to me. And of course, I should have known better. I was already kind of not fully expecting much, but like all business endeavors, I take everything seriously. So I had a little glimmer of hope that she wasn't going to be a scammer towards me, because like, ma'am, I thought you wanted your nails done. But anyways, okay, y'all, I am going off of the messages that me and her had in between each other. And she had booked her appointment on Saturday, which was March 26, 2022. And her appointment was for April 1st. Now, my goofy tail self did not realize the date on that, and April 1st is April Fool's, as everybody knows. Not saying that it was intentional, but I just found it very coincidental that how everything panned out just so happened to be on April 1st, which just so happens to be April Fool's. So the morning of her appointment, which was April 1st, that Friday, I believe her appointment was either 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning, right? She messages me at 7:36 in the morning. And she said, and I quote verbatim because I have the text receipts right here. "Hey girl, I know it's early, but I have my son and he clearly catch a cold and I gotta take him to a emergency appointment. I hate canceling, but mother duties call. I would like to reschedule because I need my nails done so bad." And I'm like, okay. I was looking at that with high suspicion, very high suspicion, because I'm just like, it's very weird how all of a sudden your son is getting sick. I'm not saying it can't happen, but we are talking about Miss Scammer, the same person who didn't give me my deposit, the same person who still hasn't offered up any monetary partial payment or anything, and yeah, her, Mischief. Anyways, so with me giving Miss Mischief the benefit of the doubt, I said, "Good morning, and it's okay. When would you like to reschedule? And I hope he feels better." Because, I'm not trying to be that person that's like, girl, you lying on your baby and his well-being. Don't do that. But I don't know for sure, but it was smelling like a whole lot of BS. But anyways, after I said that, she said, "Can we do next Thursday? That's when I'm off again. And thank you, he a soldier." Okay, good for your little boy for being a soldier. But anyways, I told her, unfortunately, I'm not available on Thursdays. And she has sent me a voice message. And I really wish I could play the voice messages for y'all, but she was pretty much asking if I was available on the weekends. And I responded to her with a text saying, "I wish I was off from my other job. I was trying to find openings, but the days I have available conflicts with your schedule." And she said, "When's your next availability?" So when she asked me when was my next available day, I'm just like, girl, you have the whole website at the disposal of your fingertips to see when I'm next available. Anyways, I told her I only have Monday and Tuesday for next week available, and I know you can't do those days, but the following week I'll have full availability. Again, she sent me another voice message. The reason why I can't play it is because I don't know if she deleted her account or what, but all the voice messages that she sent say post unavailable, and I should have known because these are definite scammer activities. I don't have a text receipt or a message receipt for her, so unfortunately I can't play what she said. But I do remember her saying in the voice message that she would reschedule for another day, and I messaged her saying, "LOL, I gotcha," the same time at 10:15 a.m. So the appointment was actually at 10:15, y'all. So now we know. So then she sent another message talking about something funny because I ended up responding to it saying, "LMAO, you good girl. I was cracking up at the last voice message, and alrighty, I'll reschedule you. Let me know if you get the confirmation email." She sent another voice message saying that she got the confirmation email. And then I said, "Yes, ma'am, I'll see you then." And I appreciate it because, tell me why in the voice message she said that she'll hook me up with some weed or whatever. Y'all, I don't smoke. I do not smoke. But me being nice, I'm like, I don't, child, but I appreciate it. So anyways, she said, okay, in another voice message, "Okay, well, if you ever need anything, let me know." And I was like, "LMAO, noted. I'll see you Wednesday, girly. I hope you have a great weekend." Me being the professional, nice business owner. And this was before what transpired. So I didn't have any ill will towards the girl. But again, I should proceed with caution because she was a whole scammer. But anyways, fast forward to the rescheduled date. I wake up, I get ready, I get my kit ready, and I put it in the car, and I proceed to travel to the shop. Again, a 30-minute commute. So I get to the shop and something in me just felt off. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I don't think this girl's gonna show up. But you know, you can't just not prepare for a client, right? So I set up very, very minimally. And with that being said, I was waiting, and I got to the shop at 9 something to set up, and I was just chilling. 10:15 bumps around and nothing. I don't see anybody pull up. I don't get a message from her, nothing. So in my policy at the time, it stated that if you are 15 minutes late past your scheduled appointment time, your appointment is canceled, and also your deposit is kept. It is not refunded, because other clients that did schedule their appointment for that day could have their appointment pushed back because of your lateness. And on top of that, if you did not show up, then I need some type of gas money to compensate for me driving to the shop and you not being there. I know some people might see that as like, oh, you're so money hungry, but this is a business, sweetie. You don't question Gucci or Prada. Anywho, so once her time slot for her appointment rolled around and it was getting late, I messaged her at 10:21 a.m. So 7 minutes, 5 plus 1, 6 minutes after her scheduled appointment time, right? So I sent her a message saying, good morning, sorry for letting you know this info so late, but the salon is located in this plaza. I'm not going to say the plaza's name because I don't want y'all to know where I'm located or where I was located. And the name of the shop is this. We're in between a barbershop and a tech shop. I sent that, waited on her response, and I got nothing. She didn't even open it. And I was like, you know what? I'm happy that I did not even set up for real, because I saw this happening. I don't even know why I allowed myself to even get out of my sweet cozy bed and get up to travel all the way to the other side of town to perform a non-existent service for the scamming behind girl. But the story does not end there. So to continue on with this, the reason why I started working at that particular shop in the first place is because I have a really good friend that was working there at the time, and she had introduced me and they allowed me to be a nail tech there. So she does hair, I do nails, and I told her the whole rundown of mischief in her scheming, scamming tail self. So my homegirl, she ends up asking me, oh, okay, well, what's the girl's name that's messed up that she did that to you? And I'm like, well, I don't remember her name, but I ended up sending her the Instagram. Y'all, tell me why my homegirl was like, girl, she pretty much did the same thing to me. And I'm like, not her over here scamming everybody in the salon now. So I'll get into that a little bit more. So with that whole situation, she used to do her son's hair, and apparently there was like some situation where she ended up booking an appointment, making some excuse, never showing up, pretty much wasting her time as well. And I'm just like, ma'am, like, you can't be out here booking appointments willy-nilly, playing with people's time, and then just not showing up. Like, you cannot do that. Like, if you can't show up, then don't book the appointment. If you can't pay, then don't book the appointment. If you're not going to be serious, come on, crowd, say it with me. Don't book the appointment. Thank you. So, y'all, I ended up making a story post on Instagram, and here's the foulest part of it all. After I said, please do not book appointments with me if you are not serious about them. No shows are unacceptable. Tell me why she watched it. And then she opened my message. And you know what else she ended up posting on Instagram, on her feed, and also to her story. And I was like, you know what? Block, delete, report. Yes, I reported her. I don't care. Because you don't play with people's times and businesses. Like, you don't do that to anybody. So I was just 100% over it. I don't know what she got going on. I hope she gets whatever she got going on situated, because one day she's going to get the wrong one, or the right one, however you want to say it. And they're not going to put up with her shenanigans. Like, none of this mischievous activities. No. Yeah, y'all, that was the story of one of the worst clients. I have a few more, but if you would like to hear them, Let me know down in the comments. I think I have one that I really want to tell y'all, but I just want to make sure that y'all are up to hear it. So yeah. Well, with that being said, since the story is now over, I just hope y'all understand that these things are going to happen in the service world. Sometimes it's really inevitable, but for me, I probably could have prevented this. I could have prevented this, but yeah. Y'all just be like really smart whenever you pick and choose your clients, because sometimes like not all money is good money. And sometimes there's no money, like this situation. But aside from all the client shenanigans, let's get into these nails, child. But watch this nail fail real quick, y'all. I know that was super minor, but y'all, I drop everything while I do nails. Like, I remember I dropped a container of crystals. I spent the next 3 days sorting out crystals, sizes, shapes. It was not fun at all. As you guys can see, I embellished this nail with crystals from Bluestreak crystals and also some caviar beads just to give it a little extra pizzazz. And now I'm going to go ahead and hand file the edges. That way they can be extra crisp and sharp. And on to my final step, you guys. I'm using a needle drill bit with my Koopa Mini Pro to make holes in the bottom of the pinky nails in order to put in my dangling charms. Looking back at the set, I feel like it just had a lot going on. It had crystals, it had handwriting, it had dangling charms, it had caviar beads, it had a lot. A lot. But I'm in love with it, and I can't wait for y'all to see the end results of the set all together. And here are the nails all done and all put together, you guys. This was hands down one of my favorite sets starting off for this year. It had so much happening, the crystals bling, the dangling charms. I know I'm like 5 years late posting these Capricorn nails, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to just focus on the beauty and the complexity of these nails, okay? As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please make sure to follow me on all of my socials. That way you can keep up with my next post. And as always, stay blessed.